Okay, our last tutorial here will be focusing on the body of your speech and how to go about that. And I kind of, once we get to this point, I sort of like to turn over ownership to you all. I don't really like the idea of me saying, here is the structure, follow this structure. I really like to see what you come up with and to allow you to have the freedom to say this is what I want to say. So I try to give you some loose sort of direction of how to get about it. Now, as you go in this, like this one, remember the theme is we're starting to go deeper. We're getting deeper. And so if you keep that in your mind, you'll say, go back to your outline from the previous speech, and you'll have, point one, point two, point three. What I tell students is, if you'd like, go back and look at those 3 points and then decide what point of the 3 do I really want to go into deeper, and forget about the other 2. Take the 1 point, let's say it was your point 2, and then from your point 2 now, start to go deeper. Get deeper into it. And you can see that right away because you're more focused and you're adding a larger amount of content into a shorter amount of space, you're going deeper. And so as we go on in this class, I like deep. I really, the surface stuff is good, but really the value comes when you learn how to go deeper, how to dig deeper, add quality depth. And so keep that in mind as you decide what your 3 main points are going to be. So that's one option, is to choose the 1 point of your 3 from your previous speech and say, I'm going to dive deeper into this area, and then narrow your focus that way. The other way, which is perfectly fine, is to just look at your 3 points and then make the decision, I'm going to go and add deeper content on each one of the 3 points. Perfectly fine, okay? The point for this speech is to teach you the value of research and to teach you the value of not just coming out with your own opinions, but backing yourself up, to back up your assertions with facts and qualified sources. So however you want to go about it, that's fine. But just remember, on the grading sheet, you'll see I want at least 2 instances of according to so-and-so, here's the stat. Or here's the stat according to so-and-so. Remember, the stats and the sources have to be joined together. Separately, they don't mean a thing. So I'll be looking for that to make sure that you're not only giving me quality numbers, but you're backing them up with quality sourcing. It's very important for your credibility moving forward. So as you can see, I like to give you the freedom to create, to be creative. I see it too often. I talk to students in other classes and they say like, we have to do it a certain way. I just don't like that style. I think I get the best results when I sort of hand you the keys to the car and say, drive it wherever you want. Just make sure that you're following you're hitting the certain points on the roadmap so that I know that you're getting the value from the exercise. So as you'll see in the outline, I put like point 1, stat study combination. Point 2, stat study combination. Point 3, story. And that's okay. But you got to know this. You can start with a story. And sometimes I'll suggest that. If it's something really, heavy and personal, I'll say start with the story. Make it emotional to start with, and then get factual. Other times it's better to be very factual and then end with the emotional to humanize it. It's up to you. Let me know what you're thinking, and just know that this is an exercise in your mind. So give it some thought. Don't commit everything to paper and stay committed to that. Get your thoughts there, and then use the outline for what it is. It's an area to move stuff around, to organize, and to make sure that you're getting the best facts with the best sources, and that your stories make it all real and relevant. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do with this. I put 7 minutes. Many of you will go longer. I'll never say, hey, this was 12 minutes. Come on. Never. I have students in class sometimes that go for 20 minutes, and I love every minute of it. So I want to know what's up here. Know that you have ownership of this. This is your own work of art. I consider each speech as your own work of art. You start with nothing and you draw the picture with words, okay? Any questions, of course, feel free to reach out to me individually. Have a great day.